Hey guys, Tough Thumbs here. So I figured, this is a good time to make this video. Now, I've been noticing and getting very entertained by the video I posted with the knife sale. Everything's pretty much sold, by the way, guys, so, yeah, so that's done with. But basically I wanted to address something that, I noticed this last time I put up a video with a bunch of Hinderers, and my buddy is a dealer for Rick Hinderer, so, I mean... so they're well aware of what they sell for, and they're well aware that I put the video up. But I noticed people were getting pretty upset, so I took the video down. I just made this one private because I don't even know. I don't want to upset anybody, but I want to explain some stuff here, guys. I mean, I don't know if it's the, you guys know me. I just got this one today. Right, but I got these too. Now we're looking at opposite end of the spectrum here. We're looking at 40 bucks, Spyderco, love it, gonna use the hell out of it and gonna love it. We got my Hinderer here, love it, gonna use the hell out of it, just absolutely love it. Now we're looking at a price difference. I paid $800 for this, guys, and this is because I got it from a friend. I paid $800, okay? $800. That's how much that is. I didn't get this from Rick Hinderer. I didn't get any special deals. I didn't go through somebody who's in the service or military to get it. I paid for it because I've always wanted an XM18 3-inch slicer grind flipper, just as well as this. But the thing is, I mean, when you collect knives, we've all started out with like some cheap knockoff, some Victorinox or something like that. That's where we all started. Now I'm not gonna go buy a Smith & Wesson. I'm not gonna go buy a Victorinox. That was the past. That's not what I'm into anymore. When you get into knife collecting, at least for me, and I know a lot of other people, you start off with stuff like that, and then you start to realize there's cooler steels out there. There's some knives that are just a status symbol. There's some knives that just look cool, and there's some you just want. You just have to have it. No matter what, you can't stop thinking about it. That's just the way I am. I mean, I can't help that. Like I just, my taste has grown for custom knives. I remember when I first talked to Gavco, he said he would never spend over like 150 bucks on a knife, and look at him. I mean, it's just not something that you can really avoid. I mean, if you work at a job, you start getting paid, like you get some good money, you're gonna buy yourself that toy that you've always wanted. You're gonna treat yourself. I luckily have gotten a lot of customs with trades, just some really good deals from some friends, and some stuff for work. I can cut the costs with offering pimp jobs. You know what I mean? Some people want that, and sometimes instead of getting paid for my work, I just want to get a knife. You know what I mean? Sometimes I even use the knife as a tab open. They'll send me an $800 knife, and I owe them $800 worth of work, and they got their pimp jobs cut out for them for the next year. You know what I mean? They just send me, do whatever I want. But I mean, I'm not a big fan of spending $1,000 on a knife. I just don't want to. It's just, I recently, Gavco got that Anzo, and he held it for me for $1,000 because that's how much they go for. Now, granted, it's worth about $1,500. So I told him, I'm like, dude, just go ahead and sell it. It pains me to just give it up, but you know what, man? Me and you both know that we could use that money for equipment. You know what I mean? So tools, equipment, materials, so it's just not worth it to me at this point. I mean, I like my collection, but I'm just not willing to shell out that kind of money. Now, that being said, there are millions of people out there that will shell out that kind of money, and you know what? I don't blame them because they're getting a piece of artwork. Now, when it comes to Rick Hinderer, Rick Hinderer's in a category of his own. So Rick Hinderer has earned his right, in the knife world. I mean, he has paid his dues. If you guys, I mean, a lot of you guys don't even know what some of his older work is. I mean, if you go on Arizona Custom Knives, check out Rick Hinderer's knives and look at the stuff, like the real customs. I mean, the guy did stuff that you wouldn't believe. I mean, when I first looked at it, I was like, this is the same guy? Holy crap. I mean, he's a talented dude. And he's a knife maker, man. And I don't know what it is about his knives, but they're special. There's something special about the XM models where you have a regular ass knife, and he sells them. You can't get them. So there is the unfortunate thing of people, they buy them just to sell them. I didn't buy them just to sell them, but I'm not going to turn down the opportunity to make some money you know, because I won. You know, I won them fair and square. I paid what I paid for them. Not really much of a choice there. I mean, I had to pay for them, but I bought them because I know that, you know, I was lucky and I could get them, and I know a lot of people that want them, and instead of having to wait for them, you know, to come out on this or that site, they get it from me. So I basically put the video up as a courtesy to everyone here, so you guys get first dibs at it, because there's no problem selling these things on the forums for what I was asking. Now, when it comes to the prices, yes, you know, this one right here, $450, but it's got the coating on it, you know what I mean? It's rare. It's got 20 CV steel and the forest green handles. This one here, just a regular old flipper, 20 CV. You know, they all come in the signed box. This one's very special. I mean, this one is not something you could just find everywhere. Like, you have a hell of a time finding a non-flipper. You know, they're all just little variations that make people really want them. You know, it's a status thing. They're great knives. You know, they work really well. I mean, I absolutely love mine. It's one of my favorite knives I've ever bought, ever. And, you know, I appreciate Rick's work. I mean, it's not offensive to him. I mean, I talked to a couple people. I mean, they take it as a compliment. I mean, if you're sitting there just, you know, I didn't set out to let me get a Hinderer and let me sell it. That wasn't my goal. My goal was to meet Jens Anzo, talk to Jens Anzo, get some advice from knife makers. I got some priceless advice, some stuff that I would never hear anywhere else. But at the same time, you enter yourself into these auctions, and you get the chance to buy a Hinderer knife for what he charges. And you can't buy his knives. You just can't. Not from him. So, I mean, I'm going to show you guys something. I mean, you guys see this. You know, I would love to sell them for $400, but that would just be stupid. I mean, what would be the point? I mean, you got, the only places you can really get them is secondary market, and you guys, you know exactly what they go for. I was there, and Monkey Edge was also there. I mean, this is that no flipper, you know, no flipper, right? No flipper, but this one doesn't have the carbon fiber and is not anodized, just your plain old Hinderer with no flipper. And look how much this one is, $950. So I look at that as a reference, right? I also go to Arizona Custom Knives, and you know, you got Hinderers on here, nothing special going on there, you know? You got $1,800 probably at custom. You know, you got everything over here is over $900. I mean, I know how much you know, I'm sitting there winning stuff, and she's here too. Arizona Customs there, they win too. I saw her win a couple, and she's not going to sell it for $400. I mean, she's just not. What's the point? I'm not a dealer. You know, you win one of these, you're not a dealer when you win one of these. A lot of dealers do win them because they enter, because they know that, you know, there's profit to be made. You know, these knives are not cheap, guys. I mean, they got freaking pens that are like $300. You know, and then you got this guy right here. That's sweet. But it's just, it's funny, like, the comments. I mean, you can check sites, guys. Go ahead and check sites. I mean, just do me a favor. Look at the prices that they're charging, and then look at yourself and say, if I had that Hinderer, I'm going to sell it for what I got it for. I'm going to sell it for $400. That is if you're lucky enough to win one. So you go ahead and sell your knife that's worth $1,000 for $400, and I'm going to go ahead and sell it for what I would have to pay for it if I didn't win it. And you don't win these things every day. This is a knife show where they do this just for the people to come there. You come there, you pay the money to get in, you pay for, Rick Hinderer gets his money, you get your knife. It's not his business what you do with it afterwards. I mean, Rick's a great guy. He knows what goes on. He does. I mean, he'd have to be stupid not to see it. And he absolutely knows. I mean, he talked about it, and, you know, he doesn't care. It's a compliment to him. I saw one of my Toads go for $600 on eBay. I only charged $300 for that one. And you know what? That did not make me feel like, oh shit, I could have charged $600 for it. No, that made me feel really good. That made me feel really freaking good. And how do you think Rick Hinderer feels about being the only knife maker that gets these insane secondary market prices because people want them so bad? It makes him feel good because he is a fucking boss. Like, seriously, he knows what he's doing, and he runs, you know, Hinderer knives, and it's probably the best business model for knife making, and a goal that I have is to be like Rick Hinderer or like a Mick Strider. You know, those two guys, like Strider and Hinderer, they set the plan for what I want to do with my company. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make my customs, but also have my mid-techs being made too. You know what I mean? Like, just so you know, you don't have to pay so much for my custom, but I can charge more because it's my custom. It's a one of a kind. You know what I mean? If I make like 1,000 toads and one of them has like full titanium and all of them different, that one's gonna be more money. Same with these. You know what I mean? So I mean, I can understand, like, you know, I used to buy like just Spydercos and what I could afford. And I've had the opportunity to get some really nice knives, and I'm not going to pass up that opportunity, and I don't expect any of you to either. I mean, why would you? I mean, I love knives. It's everything to me. Like, all I do is collect knives, look at knives, fix knives, pimp knives, make knives. I freaking sleep with knives, guys. I mean, what do you want me to do? I love the art of knife making. I love all these knives coming out. I don't care what you make. I'm interested, you know what I mean? But I mean, this kind of stuff, I mean, D2, whatever the hell your name is, man. I mean, it pains me to even acknowledge this crap, because there's nothing but good intentions in that video. I even said in the beginning, yeah, it might be offensive to some people, but, you know, that beginning, like, you know, just knives are over $300, I would have turned it off right there, because I ain't spending $300 on a knife. I need money for a mill, I need money for carbon fiber, I need money for freaking carbide burr bits, I need money for t-shirts and hoodies, I need money for the next knife show to have a table. That's not cheap, you know what I mean? But you know what? I sell one of these, suddenly my table's paid for, plus some carbon fiber. You know what I mean? Like, why would I deny myself that? What would be the point? What would be the point? They are valuable, people want them. It's not about the price, it's about, can I get one? You know what you gotta pay. I mean, this is just, I mean, this is inappropriate, first off. I curse in my videos, but, like, that's, dude, like, grow up, first off. Like, seriously. I mean, I talked to Killer Elite a little bit. He had some scuffles on here, and, like, I mean, I like Seth, you know, Seth, good guy. You know, I know him. He doesn't ride my dick, like that guy said. None of my friends are dick riders, okay? You guys know me, I'm nothing special. I do this stuff for you guys. You know, for myself too, but, you know, it's what I do, but I live to put videos up here and see what you guys think, you know what I mean? But, like, you know, there's been a lot of times where I've sat here and I've been like, why the hell am I making these videos? I mean, why am I putting myself out there? Why am I doing this for these people just so they can start crying about me not doing something that's to their liking? Like, yeah, there's a news flash here, guys. Like, you're not, you know, I can't please everybody. You know, the world doesn't revolve around you, you know, like, it is what it is. I mean, I'm going to sell knives on here because I get a wider audience. And you know what? I sell knives to get, I rarely buy knives. I rarely sell a knife to get more knives. I sell knives to get steel, you know, so I can make my toads. I sell knives to get equipment so my quality can be better. I mean, you guys can understand that. But, I mean, I know there's people out here that don't know this. I thought this was pretty widespread that you know, that's what they go for in secondary market. That's what they go for. I mean, that's all there is to it. I mean, you know, like, I'm not saying I'm poor or something, but, like, I could use the money. I can't go out and get something to eat with this. You know what I mean? I can't go out and buy something with this. I have to sell this first, so I can do what this guy does, you know what I mean? I mean, that's what I want to do. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, I can't understand the hate here. I mean, I can, I guess, but you know, guys, just go ahead and do some research. Rick Hinderer got pissed. What was he saying? I'm gonna get a knife for one price, then sell them for twice the price. What the hell? No wonder Rick Hinderer got pissed at you. That makes you a douchebag. Okay. Well, call me. Yeah, I'm a douchebag. Yeah. So that's why Rick Hinderer, you know, goes out of his way to say hi to me. I go out of my way to say hi to him. He's a good guy. I mean, what is the problem? I mean, the guy is living his dream. What the hell does he care? He doesn't. I mean, it's stupid, guys. I'm sorry. Like, this is amazing. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, like, I don't get it. There's common sense, and then there's just jealousy and hatred. I mean, that's all I gotta say, guys. I don't know. I'd like to see. I'd like to hear what you guys think about this. I mean, you tell me honestly. All these messed up comments here. You tell me, D2 Asslick, whatever the hell your name is. You tell me what you would do if you got a Hinderer for 350 bucks and could sell it for 1,000. You tell me what you would do with that. If you didn't want to keep it and you needed some money, or you had something else that you would that money would go towards, what would you do? Would you sell it for $300, or would you sell it for what everyone else is selling it for? These guys sell out in a day. So who's got the knives? I got one. So you can have it. You know what I mean? But you're gonna pay the same. It's not about the price, it's about the availability, pretty much. So that's unfortunate when it comes to the Hinderer knives, but that's all there is to it, guys. I mean, you know, you're not gonna see me selling an SNG for $800. I'm gonna sell it for, you know, mine was $400. I'm probably, if I ever sold my SNG, I'd probably sell it for high twos, early three, 300, 350, maybe tops, depending on what condition it's in. But that's because you can just go out and get one right now, you know what I mean? But the Hinderers have a special aura about them. They are something different. So, I mean, bitch all you want, but it's not going to change the fact that that's how much they go for. And that's the bottom line, guys. I'm sorry. If that makes me a jerk, then I'm a jerk. But I like to think of it as being intelligent and using common sense, and you know, it's not disrespectful at all. If I'm disrespectful, then thousands of other people have sold these things on the secondary market are disrespectful as well. But Rick Hinderer, it's just made him more money. So, all right, guys. Thank you. Sorry about the rant, and you know, I'm not pissed off. I'm not upset. I'm just interested. I mean, the feedback was kind of strange. I mean, a little bit overboard. So I figured I'd just acknowledge it, tell you guys what I think about it. And you know what? I'm not going to be doing this anymore. I'm not gonna hook up like my YouTube subscribers with the stuff I got for sale. So you know, like when I get like a couple of the Southern flippers before everyone else, I'll put them on the forums first. All right? So you lose your chance to get it before everyone else does. So if that's how you want to do it, that's how we'll do it, because I'll have a lot of stuff. Hell, why should I even put my knives up for sale first, guys? I mean, I'm going to be selling my flipper for, you know, 500 bucks, 450 to 500. Sorry. The work that went into that was $6 grand worth of work. So if you want to pay that, that's maybe what I would consider selling it for. But I mean, if I had 1 million of these, I would not give two shits about what people sold them for. But if I had one of them, that's a different story. But figured I'd just tell you guys about this. I mean, you know, tell me what you think. I apologize for the rant, but I don't apologize for using my smarts and using my brain and doing what, you know, what I can to get what I need. So anyway, guys, no disrespect to anybody, even D2, whatever the hell your name is, dude. Feel free to give me a call. I'd love to have a conversation with you. I'm not one to get pissed off at people. I mean, I'm interested to hear you say this to me on the phone. Go ahead. Say it. Please do. I'm not going to get mad at you. I'm simply going to tell you, like, how it is. And, you know, I challenge you to you know, sell a Hinderer for 300 bucks if you get it for 300 bucks. Go ahead. Have fun with it. But for me, that's just not smart. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I wish I didn't have to make this video. Let me know if I should unprivatize the video. I don't know. I don't like 41 dislikes. Kind of ridiculous. So, yep. Peace.